Salam alaikum. Let me give y'all a quick story on racism. I was working in the officer's kitchen. Well, I was working in the regular kitchen in prison in Illinois. And I did a lot of time in prison. So I did 25 years in prison to be exact. But I was working in the kitchen, and it was this old man. He couldn't work in the officer's kitchen anymore. So the dietary supervisor asked me if I could take his place real quick. I say, sure, I'll take his place. It ain't nothing. So I go to work in the officer's kitchen, and this is a time that there was no black people working in the officer's kitchen on this shift. They just didn't want black people, the officers, some of them, to work, for us to work in the kitchen, black people. So me being who I am, they knowing that I'm a no-nonsense person, I'm Muslim, black, and I went to town with the police in before, so they already got my MO. They already know what I'm on. But I ain't gonna start nothing, but I'm gonna definitely get involved. So, make a long story short, it's this white supremacist. He was the other person that worked in the kitchen, the officer's kitchen. And of course, he was a white supremacist, not because he had a bald head. I just know his MO. That's just what he was on. I didn't care. I ain't trying to say nobody soul or nothing. I don't give a damn what you believe. But we're in the officer's kitchen. The officers coming there. They looking all upside my head. They didn't want me to touch nothing but stand in the corner and get their trays. So I went on get the trays. I ain't think I ain't gonna be in there too long. So the next day, the same dietary supervisor asked me, could I work in there again? I did. Then the third day, he asked me, could I work in there? I'm like, sure. But it was some officers, they didn't like it, which I don't care. I actually liked that they didn't like it. But the white supremacist dude, he kept talking about, man, fuck the police. I can't stand them. I hate them more than Jews and all this other stuff. Of course, he didn't bring up black folks because he talking to a black man. So he just talked about how much he hated the police. And then he started wiping his ass with the chicken, spitting in their drinks, in the big drink thing they had where you can pour the pop out or water or something or juice. He's spitting in that. He dropping the bread and all type of stuff on the floor up under. It's dusty everywhere. He doing all this. So when the police came in, they got their food and they said what's up to him and all this other stuff. Not all of them, but most of them. Most of them white dudes. They all in his face. They laughing and stuff. I'm sitting there looking at them like, y'all looking at me, worried about me, and y'all own people. Person look just like you. You think he for you because he a white supremacist, and you worry about the black man doing something to your food, and he spitting all in and wiping his ass. And guess what? We found out this fool had hepatitis C. Ain't that something? So, long story short, if you focus on racism and you worried about and you focus on, oh, this person is this person is that, you're going to lose yourself because the white man is the one who was spitting in your food, who was wiping their ass, dropping it on the floor, and he loved every minute of it. And the white supremacist officers, or who was appeasing to white supremacists, didn't even know, but they was smacking hands back and forth, laughing, and this white boy spitting all in their food, wiping his ass with their chicken, throwing it on the floor. And if you ask me, why you didn't say nothing then? What I'm gonna say? They didn't want me in there in the first place. Lesson on racism, part 1. I got another one coming.